Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
The Doe Run Company is making modifications to its Glover site. The city of Park Hills has established new meeting procedures, and new storm sirens are coming to Poplar Bluff. All of these stories are coming up.
Friday weather going to be on the cold side. All the details coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and these are the top stories that we're working on for you on 18 Eyewitness News. Changes are coming to the Doe Run Company's Glover site in the near future. Now, this is due to the company preparing the primary lead smelter site for new uses. Parts of the smelter will start being decommissioned sometime next week. General Manager of Primary Smelting, Gary Hughes, tells 18 Eyewitness News that the facility will not be used as the primary smelter. He says the next question is, can the facility be repurposed? Hughes tells 18 Eyewitness News that the facility is in a prime location.
When you think about Glover, there's tremendous infrastructure there. There's great highway access. There's rail access. There's two sources of electric power to the facility. There's natural gas supply. And then there's the physical facility as well.
Hughes tells 18 Eyewitness News that Doe Run will continue ownership as well as its current 9 employee staff, which will continue to run the Glover operation, which will include metal-bearing concentrate storage and transloading. The staff will also continue running the facility's water treatment plant. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, so far so good.
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're seeing temperatures ranging from 47 in Festus to 48 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 48, near 50 in Cape Girardeau, 51 in Ironton, 50 right now in Ellington. Currently here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are on the mild side. They're going to continue to be on the mild side. Mostly cloudy skies tonight, 46 degrees by 7 p.m., 44 by 9. By midnight, we're down to 43. What's in store for your overnight hours into tomorrow? We'll give you all the details coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When it's meeting time, the Park Hills City Council will have a new way on voting for ordinances in the city. In this week's meeting, the City Council voted on and passed a new ordinance to where the mayor is now allowed to vote. The previous ordinance required that 5 of the elected council members are required to vote, leaving the mayor ineligible to cast a vote. Now, the new ordinance says that 5 are still required to vote, but that 5 can include the mayor. City Administrator John Kennedy tells 18 Eyewitness News that state law goes along with the new decision.
Current state statutes and current case law says that a mayor is allowed to break a 4-4 tie on an ordinance. So what we did is we went in and removed that section of the ordinance that said it required 5 elected council members to pass an ordinance, and that then opens the door for the mayor to break a 4-4 tie.
Kennedy says that this new procedure is already in effect. 52-year-old Curtis Smith has been charged with first-degree murder in the death of Christy Murphy at a St. Genevieve motel last November. Murphy was found dead in a bathtub at the Microtel Motel. Smith is currently behind bars in Bonne Terre, serving a life sentence for murder in the second degree. At the time of Murphy's death, Smith was out on parole. Smith's bond has been set at $250,000, and he's back in court on March the 5th. The Bollinger County Sheriff's Department is currently looking at several persons of interest in connection with last September's shooting death of 35-year-old Jeffrey Scott Robbins. Now, you may recall someone walked into Robbins' unlocked rural home and shot him in the head while he slept. Not many details have been given on who the department is looking at, including if any arrests have occurred or what evidence they may have. The department says several leads have come in, but one on Tuesday has proven important, but they won't say what that lead is. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, Butler County has a more effective way to warn their community and county on approaching severe weather. That story.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crossley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Butler County is now able to warn its citizens about severe weather in a new way. The county recently finished installing their 15th storm siren. Emergency Management Director Jeff Schwann tells 18 Eyewitness News that this has been a work in progress.
It's part of a long-term project that's gone on for the last decade. Butler County commissioners have drawn upon the limited resources of the county budget and paid for as many sirens as we could afford. And so across the last 10 years, we've finally gotten to where we have 15 county-wide sirens to cover all the major populated areas of Butler County.
Shawan thanks the community for their support to get the sirens. He says that the Butler County Health Department helped pay for one of the new sirens. A Park Hills man was injured on Tuesday following a crash on Springtown Road in Washington County. The crash occurred when a vehicle driven by 49-year-old Stephen Dane swerved to avoid a deer. The car ran off the road and struck a culvert. Dane was taken to a local hospital with moderate injuries. A Butler County inmate's death has been ruled a suicide, according to autopsy findings. The autopsy, performed at a local hospital, showed that no signs of foul play were evident. 48-year-old Timothy Marin Lee of DeSoto was found Sunday hanging from an affixed shower curtain rod in an isolation area of the jail. Earlier reports indicate that Lee was the only inmate being housed in that particular area due to medical reasons not allowing him to be in the jail's general population. Lee had been in jail since February 3rd when his bond was revoked on a Butler County warrant for driving while intoxicated and had a bench warrant out of Ballard County, Kentucky.
The weekend's almost here. We'll let you know about your forecast. Coming up next, we'll be right back.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at weather headlines from southeast Missouri. We're seeing a round of cold air move in for your night tonight. Another round moves in for Saturday. It looks like some flurries are possible for tonight and tomorrow morning, and the sunshine will return for the weekend. However, looks like some rain is moving in for next week. Currently here in southeast Missouri, we're in the upper 40s to lower 50s out there. 49 in Cape Girardeau, as well as in Poplar Bluff and Piedmont. 48 in Fredericktown, as well as in St. Genevieve. Festus right now at 47, 49 in Potosi, 51 and 50 in Ironton and Ellington, respectively. Currently here at the studio, we have partly cloudy skies and 48 degrees, and that's what it feels like out there. Current dew point 29, 47% humidity, west-northwest wind at 7 miles per hour. What's in store for your Friday? Well, this cold front has pushed through down to our south. This next cold front will push through, bringing us the second round of colder air moving in for Saturday, as temperatures will drop into the 30s for most areas. So for tonight, we'll see lows rather, a low around 30 degrees with some flurries, maybe a snow shower or two. 29 in Festus, 32 in St. Genevieve and Fredericktown. Further south you go, a little bit warmer, especially down in Poplar Bluff at 36, 29 though in Van Buren and Piedmont at 31. Then for tomorrow, we'll see temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s throughout southeast Missouri, our AM flurries, and then we'll essentially get that sunshine in here, maybe feel like it's a little bit warmer than the actual air temperature. But here's the sad part. As promised, more colder air moves through on your Saturday, 35 degrees with partly sunny skies, mostly sunny on your Sunday, high of 48. Showers move in the forecast on your Monday, high of 50. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're in the 40s, lower 40s Tuesday and Wednesday, upper 40s by Thursday, with a chance of a wintry mix here in southeast Missouri. Let's check out your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the Weather tab. We'll be right back.
Time now for a look at our 2-minute tour of Missouri. A Southeast Missouri prosecutor is preparing to deploy to Afghanistan with the National Guard. Scott County prosecuting attorney Paul Boyd will leave in March for training at Fort Hood, Texas, followed by approximately 9 months in Afghanistan. Boyd is a major in the Missouri National Guard and the Deputy Staff Judge Advocate for the 35th Infantry Division based in Lexington, Missouri and Leavenworth, Kansas. Boyd will deploy with the Guard's 1135th Aviation Battalion, an Apache attack helicopter unit based in western Missouri's Whiteman Air Force Base. He'll serve in Afghanistan as the battalion's Judge Advocate General. St. Paul police say the Missouri man who was fatally shot by officers after he stabbed a police dog to death was a rape suspect. Members of the North Star Fugitive Task Force were trying to pick up 32-year-old Alden Patrick Anderson of St. Louis on a first-degree criminal sexual conduct warrant Tuesday. Officers went to a St. Paul home where they found Anderson armed with a knife in the basement. Now, police say Anderson fatally stabbed their police dog, Cody. Officers then fatally shot Anderson. St. Paul police officer Jeffrey Thiessen was among officers who fired their weapons. Thiessen is on standard administrative leave. 2 deputy U.S. Marshals also fired their weapons. Cody was 9 years old and had been with the St. Paul Police Department for 7 years. A Southwest Missouri man has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for a drunken driving crash that killed a 10-year-old girl. 28-year-old Gregory Swaffer of Purdy pleaded guilty last month to second-degree murder and 2 counts of second-degree assault. A Christian County judge sentenced Swaffer on Wednesday to 20 years on the murder charge and 5 years on the assault charges. The terms will run consecutively. Swaffer admitted that he was drunk when he drove his truck head-on into another vehicle on Missouri 37 back in February 2011. The crash in Berry County killed Melissa Keefe of Washburn and seriously injured her father and another passenger. A police chase that started in Kansas City, Missouri, ended in Kansas City, Kansas after the driver sped the wrong way down roads and through a park. The driver veered through parking lots and narrowly avoided other vehicles around rush hour Wednesday as he headed into oncoming traffic. The driver sped past playground equipment in a park and through residential neighborhoods. The chase came to an end after the fleeing driver's sport utility vehicle clipped another SUV. The driver was caught after stumbling out of the SUV while a passenger fled. The passenger was apprehended shortly after an apparent attempt to hide behind bushes at a nearby home. And Missouri lawmakers continue to press members of Governor Jay Nixon's administration about why it was necessary to buy a new $5.6 million state airplane. A House Appropriations Committee on Wednesday questions Nixon's Chief of Staff, John Watson, about his knowledge of the plane's purchase by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Also, a Senate Government Oversight Committee questioned the head of the Highway Patrol about the deal. Patrol Superintendent Colonel Ronald Repledge said that the agency had the money to buy the plane in December because it has taken longer to be expected to purchase a new fleet of police cars. Watson stated that the plane's purchase did not come as a surprise to him, although it did to some legislators. Nixon has used the new plane on his recent travels.
I'm Stacy Johnson. A family feast for four for less than $15. I've got a wonderful chef here that's going to show you how to do it just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Rely On Group at 800-796-6986.
We all want to get the most for our money, especially when it comes to food. So how about feeding a family of four a nutritious meal for, let's say, less than $15? Money expert Stacy Johnson has our frugal family feast.
I'm Stacy Johnson, and I am starving for a bargain. Actually, what I want is a frugal feast for four for less than $15. Chef George says he can deliver. What do you got for me today?
Well, today we're going to prepare lemon roasted chicken with red bliss potatoes.
Sounds delicious. What goes in it?
Extra virgin olive oil, red wine vinegar, paprika, thyme, rosemary, parsley, salt, pepper, lemon zest, lemon juice, water, onions, red bliss potatoes, and chicken.
Okay, so that's the ingredients. How do you throw all this together?
Well, we're gonna begin with a marinade, and I need you to help me squeeze the lemons in there. While you do that, I'm gonna throw all the spices. Once we have everything in there.
This is hard.
Yeah, it is. Grab the chicken and marinate them with
So
all
just
the
like
spices.
get it all over?
Yeah, all over, inside and out. Get all those flavors in there.
Oh, thanks. I get the nice messy job.
That's the fun part right here. All right, so now I want you to place it on his back in this roasting pan right here.
On his back.
Yep. Using the same marinade, we're gonna toss the potatoes, the onions, and a little bit of water in there. We're gonna toss that in there, and we're gonna line up the chicken with these guys all around. Very simple. We're gonna cover this with aluminum foil, and we're gonna throw it in the oven for 45 minutes at 400 degrees.
And then this, and that's it.
Yeah.
This is what it's going to look like when it's done?
That's it.
This looks delicious. You know what you need to do? Go to MoneyTalksNews.com. Just do a search for Frugal Family Feast. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu. Looking for a way to add a touch of science to your Valentine's Day gift? If so, Jason Lindsay, aka Mr. Science with Hooked on Science, has an idea, and all you need are a few ingredients from right around your home.
Hey, it's Jason Lindsay with Hooked on Science. How are you? Are you looking for the perfect Valentine's Day gift? Why not add a personal touch to it? Get your favorite flowers. Make sure they're white, guys, girls. whomever. What you want to do is this. You got to get a cool science flask like this one. Change the color from transparent to this red color here. And what's going to happen is, with time, these specific flowers that are in the vase will suck up the water through the stem. We'll let our Hooked On Science camera folks get a closer look here, and you can see the petals already having that touch of red. Awesome, right? All because of the red food coloring being sucked up through the stems to the petals. You'll add your own personal touch to your Valentine's Day gift. You can learn more about this experiment, plus get a whole lot more Valentine's Day science experiments at hookedonscience.org.
Go to KDKZ18.com and click on Hooked on Science under the Lifestyles menu for this experiment and others that might get you and your family hooked on science.
And coming up in sports, Cardinals general manager John Mozeliak will be sticking around for a few more seasons. Mizzou football is taking part in recruiting receptions. And did the Blues finally get a win?
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
The St. Louis Cardinals announced Thursday that they will keep general manager John Mozeliak and manager Mike Matheny, extending Mozeliak's contract for another 3 years and picking up their option on Matheny's deal for 2014. Mozeliak was hired as the Cardinals GM in October '07, had a contract that was set to expire at the end of the upcoming season. His new deal was run through the 2016 season. During Mozeliak's 5-year tenure with the Cardinals, the team has advanced to the postseason 3 times and averaged 88 wins per season. Missouri football is leaving Columbia for a while for a series of recruiting receptions throughout the state. Coach Gary Pinkel and his assistants met with the Tiger Club of Kansas City Tuesday night at the Holiday Inn Cocoa Key across from Kauffman Stadium. Recruiting receptions for fans and boosters were held Wednesday in Columbia and will be held in St. Louis and Springfield on February 21st. Mizzou's 20-member recruiting class for 2013 includes 11 in-state athletes, which is led by running back Chase Abington from Fort Zumwalt South High School in O'Fallon. Alexander Steen helped the St. Louis Blues out by stuffing in a rebound 52 seconds into overtime, taking the Blues to a 4-3 victory over the Detroit Red Wings Wednesday night. St. Louis snapped a 5-game losing streak that followed a 6-1 start. The Red Wings had won 3 straight, a stretch that started with a 5-1 victory over St. Louis, and had beaten the Blues 4 games in a row at home.
Detroit blew a 2-goal lead in the first period and the possibility to win in the third period on a pair of power plays. St. Louis goaltender Jake Allen made his first NHL start in his second game in the league, making 15 saves. Jimmy Howard made 21 saves for the Red Wings, but that wasn't enough to give the Wings a win. And that's the day in sports. Fred and Dustin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Fred Jr. Looking at your forecast for the rest of this evening, an increase in cloud cover tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, 46 degrees at 7 p.m., 44 by 9. By midnight, we're down to 43. Flurries are possible for the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. Our latest forecast tonight at 10 o'clock. Until then, have a good night. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock, and Newswatch is next.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com. Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.